For this episode, we're going to be painting ourselves. There's a painting kit here, a mini painting kit.
I hope I will not be too. Because
We listen, we watch, we don't.
don't we have a pencil?
No, that's sketching a direct sketch. It doesn't have to be perfect. We will not judge.
Why are you peeping?
I'm very, very confident I'm going to win it.
Oh, well, I'm not all about winning. Oh, this is beautiful. Your eyes go pee.
Can we show it to them now?
Calm down.
I've come.
I'm so good, dang. What you say?
I'm going to keep this in the museum.
No, now.
With the uprising of traders all over the world, especially countries in Africa, the need to spread the good word of trading keeps arising, and this is what we're up to do. Beyond the Chart is a trading dedicated podcast where accomplished traders from the industry are welcome to impact their knowledge to the present trading generation, offering expert insight on achieving profitability. This platform also serves as a space for seasoned professionals to generously share their experiences, creating an invaluable learning resource for newcomers. Our mission is to provide a professional and enriching environment for traders of all levels to gain insights, refine their skills, and thrive in the world of trading. Beyond the Charts, the evolving chronicles with Betty.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Beyond the Chart Trading Podcast. My name is Betty, the host of the podcast, and with me is our second guest, Mr. Idowu Henry. I'm supposed to say this in Yoruba, but I did not prepare on time, so it will help me to say. So you don't repeat what I said in Yoruba.
Ó sọ wípé orúkọ ẹni Betty pé eléyìí dẹ̀ ní ìpele kejì nínú àbí ká pè ní ẹ́písòdù kejì.
This one is long. What I saw on Google Translate was Cabo. That's all.
Rárá.
Okay, now let's go back to English.
Okay, I think that's better.
We're going to start off by hearing from him. He's going to introduce himself to us. But before that, I have something that I did for the first episode. So every of my guests have a t-shirt that I would want them to sign so that I can auction it in the future. So we had this one from our first guest. So this is the general one that everybody will sign on. Everybody. So probably this one is complete. I must have interviewed 50 traders because the shirt is very, very big. So you're going to sign on any way you want to sign. So let's do that. Do you want a red? Yes.
Then I go with the rest since there's been already. Okay.
$1 million mistake. No, this one. I don't one. This one is my testing out. This one is for the podcast. This one is for me. It's a new one.
Because they're going to sign with that.
Yeah. So this is for me. If I'm selling in the future, I will not give you anybody the part of the money. I just. Thank you. Yeah, so this is it. Hendray. Oh, what was the meaning here?
What's the meaning of what?
No, the other stuff at the bottom.
Spicy nature.
Okay. So this is it. Then we have this one. So 2 traders on the episode. On this podcast. We'll be to get 20 more. Then we'll celebrate. Okay, so moving over. For this episode, we're going to be painting ourselves. There's a painting kit here, a mini painting kit. You know all this sip and pen stuff. So
I hope I'll not be there. But
we listen, we watch, we don't.
I also about it.
We're going to face it ourselves. Kids, help me see. Open the phone.
Okay.
Is it way you can make it? I don't know why mine is just like this. So make it like this.
This.
So this is mine. He's going to be painting. Is it portraits? Portraits. Yeah. Whatever. Portraits of me. I'm going to be doing the same for him as well. So I'm giving him my phone. And so during the course of the podcast, this is what we'll be doing, where we are getting to know him.
So magic can you change it? It goes me. That's what she's saying.
So we are starting now. And while we are doing this, just please tell us a little bit about your life before trading, so we can get to know you.
Well, all right. I depend with the will like be obsessed, Henry, and of course I've been trading for like actively for like 5 years now. Or I've known about trading or got to start trading for like 7 years now. But before then, I was a teacher at. I was a teacher. I taught in town tutorial secondary schools
Okay.
for like 5 years before I entered into the university. And yeah, that's really what I was trying to form school and of course before trading.
So we're looking like 2018.
For trading,
Oh, for your teaching?
for teaching, no, I've been teaching since 2012. I think I taught for 5 years before school.
Wow.
Around between.
Why just so?
2012. I think 2012 I was seeing like so
So where it happens.
Kid.
People.
you kept trying to not spill. Can somebody help us to open this thing? I don't even know.
Okay. Yeah, just second.
What's your
This one.
super one? Swing to tight. That's when getting into tight. Best stems.
So I'm the company is about it. Yes. Okay. Surprise.
Okay, yeah.
So this is a picture of everybody.
That Jew.
Chad. God. This is for us to get the skin tone. Skin tone. I'm going to do that right so
Don't we have a pencil?
no. My sketching is direct sketch. A very
Those pencil to mark house first.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have to be perfect. We will not judge you. So how did you get started in Forex trading? How did you get started?
I got to know about tradings through someone, a very young guy like maybe well the same age then, and he was actually investing for people, and he had this car, right?
I was investing for people in Forex.
Yeah, that I borrowed money from people to press for them. So he's very young, we were the same age, and then he had this car then, so I was like, okay. With this in legit also, I think I would love to delve into leaks.
It's on get water.
That's basically what inspired me into trading. Yeah. So it was all about a young guy bringing upon himself, and I get into feel like, okay, I think I want to do this as well. So that's when I started my research on trading.
And what year was that?
That to be around 2017.
2017,
Yes.
2018, 2019. I say
7 years.
7 years now.
Yeah.
But you didn't start
Started.
immediately. Okay. You started by investing.
Basic trading was like 2 years later. But I started by investing with the guy.
Any sad story?
Of course, obviously. And that's what actually got me serious. But unfortunately, I also started investing for people. That's how I started my own idea when I decided to stop.
So you were trading for people when you started trading.
Yes. I learned and then I started taking to people. So
How long was this learning phase? The learning phase. How long did you learn for before you started? Because for you to collect money from people to trade for them, it means probably you are actually well grounded for you to trade someone else's fund. So how?
okay, before I started collecting money from people was like about a year. I started with my class rated then.
Class rep.
Yeah, all the way for the class captain. So in part one, that is on the level in OAU. So because he, he likes me and then like he always believe in this my potential. So he gave me 200,000 to start with then.
Okay.
And that was the beginning of the journey for me as someone that invests for people. Yeah, that's basically the beginning of my journey.
Okay. This everybody. I don't know. Okay. For the purpose of the podcast, our guest here, he doesn't trade support and reversals, breaker blocks, order blocks, structural liquidity. He doesn't really trade those concepts. He trades a different kind of concept. So probably after watching this podcast, you can go to his profile and check the concepts he trades. So I wanted to ask, how did you come about this model? Because if probably after you learn from those persons, at
Okay.
first I can remember you mentioned Elliott waves, and you don't trade Elliott waves.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with your concept?
Okay, so basically I started with my concept, like developing my concept like 3 years ago. There was a man on YouTube, or there is a man on YouTube, Stacy Buck. So it was the one I first heard the word open range from. And I watch and study his videos. But however, being someone that was a product of being a science student, I would say, being a science student, I like, okay, this thing can be better. And I started to look at charts in form of a wave function, not Elliott wave now, like wave
X
function.
and Y, X and Y.
Yeah,
Yes, X and Y. Then
no, wave function, yes, normal wave function, normal wave sign function, like wave in physics.
okay.
So I started looking at charts in that light, and I tend to see that chart is actually behaving like a wave. So using the wave cycle, right? Using the wave cycle, understanding and all that, I was able to um, derive the story of price from the opening. And why the opening? Why the opening to the close? We all know that markets move based on imbalances, like there are imbalances in the market. So imbalances have a certain characteristics, and the characteristics is that imbalances have what we call extreme of value. Okay, so an extreme of value in mathematics has two characteristics. That is, for something to have extreme of value, if we are saying that imbalances have extreme of value, for something to have extreme of value means that it must be continuous, it must be a continuous chart, graph, and also it must be bounded between 2 points, say A and B. It must be closed within 2 points, A and B. So the market is closed between the open and the close. The day opens and closes, right? A session opens and closes. A month opens and closes. A year opens and closes. So that makes a lot of sense to me. So I just started using that idea to build around the open, following the fact that the market is a wave function. So now start the story of, okay, how can I use this to know the participants based on how price is engineering it? So at a certain high or low, I look beyond just looking at a high and seeing that it is just a high. I can now categorically tell that, okay, based on when the month opens, if price sweep the low first, I can start a story knowing that, okay, that is like a trough in physics.
Yes.
Sweep the low, sweep the crest, back to crest, then come back to the trough to sweep another low. That is a complete cycle, which I call the seller cycle. All right. Then if we are still within the range of that open to close, they can flip. That if they come back to the crest, that means buyers have now taken over after sellers, have completed their own cycle. In as long as we are still within the open of that particular month or that particular day, if such happen, I will now say that, okay, we now have sellers flipping to buyers. So this helped me to be able to get signals either on a certain high, either monthly, down to weekly, down to daily, down to sessional. I can know the behavior of the charts. I hope that makes sense.
It makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
no, for the purpose, I think March this year, I actually paid for his should I call it mentorship? It was like a 3 months mentorship. So that's why I'm able to like understand what he's saying, because I paid for his course and I've actually learned all the stuff. So, but I had to actually run away at some point because it's difficult. I had to run back to my structural liquidity. I tried my best, but I'm probably hopefully next year I will come back. But for now, I think I'm good. I'm good.
So good.
So that's just the summary of his concept. No matter how he explains it, without you actually doing your Jesus, without you actually doing your study,
Why are you peeping? What is your business with my phone?
I'm very, very confident I'm going to win it.
Oh, well, I'm not all about winning. I'm not interested in
We're going
that.
to judge. We're going to judge though. See, this is how we cannot judge that stuff. Okay, for this model you trade, do you actually like make use of fundamental analysis, or you just trade based of just the model alone?
All right. For fundamental analysis, what I noticed was that fundamentals are lagging, and I think that is the same thing with what I'm doing as well.
Okay.
Whenever there is, fundamentals is macro,
Yes.
so that means it follows the bigger picture of things. So what I do is this: whenever I study the chart, and I notice that whenever I have these bias, especially major bias, like monthly participant diverging against each other for a certain movement, so I notice that what happens then is, let's say we have this fundamental, what the fundamental tool says, like COTs and different things. The chart itself would say the same thing like that same week already. So let's say, for example, monthly participants they are diverging according to how I see the trade. At that same point or that same week, the reports or fundamental sources would have also said the same, that, okay, the commercials, not the non-commercials now, that is the hedgers, are bullish. They have edged a buy position to that particular point in price. The commercials are majorly hedgers. So they have edged the buy position to that particular point. But that will not be executed immediately. So where will it be executed? Since it is more participants that are diverging, then price will still keep selling until we actually get to monthly zone.
Yeah.
So that is it. Like, they have edged at the top. They are hedgers. That is why you see that normal retail traders do not follow them. They follow the non-commercials, because those one are speculators like us. They are trying to make immediate profit. But if you follow the commercials, you will see the footprint of this same way that I approach the market. Immediately, they start buying. Meanwhile, price probably will keep selling or something, but immediately they start buying, you will see the footprints based on how I trade on chart already. And all you need to do is just to now wait for a valid monthly zone that is not liquidity to actually execute that trade. Which means, since like 3 weeks ago, 1 month ago, I might have been bullish on chart based on how I trade, but meanwhile, I will keep selling until I get to a valid monthly zone.
Yes.
And when I get there, I will buy. And when I get to that monthly zone where I'm buying, check the commercials, you will see that they will start selling, because now they are hedging their sell at that position. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
They will be long. Why are you people? Please face your whatever.
Okay, we're going to talk about your biggest loss. Your biggest loss.
Okay.
Yes, your biggest loss in your history of trading. Let's talk about that.
Okay, my
Because
biggest.
sorry to cut you short.
Okay.
Losses in Forex is just like, it's not something that you can actually avoid. Although some persons on the tier, they will claim that they've not lost since 1 month. They were like 1 month winning streak, no loss and stuff. But losses are inevitable. So I have had my own share of losses. Although I've not lost that much, because I'm probably lucky, Gen Z traders. So yes, so we are the traders are very, very lucky. So tell us about your loss, your biggest loss, how you felt during that time, how you were able to, bounce back from it.
The funny thing here is that my biggest loss happened after I ran into debt. Imagine being in debt and still had this huge loss. So my biggest loss was in 2021, FOMC June, FOMC, I cannot forget.
2021.
Yes, FOMC June.
Hmm.
And it was $46,000.
Were you like stacking, or
I was adding to losing position. I was so confident about that so-called demand. And that was part of why I started working on my concepts. That was the same case for me as well. So it was $46,000. FOMC 2021. I cannot forget I was buying on Euro USD and price was selling aggressively. I think price bent to about 300 pips.
you didn't like
Very
no sell?
I removed the sale. I was really hoping. Like, I was literally in debt. So I was trying to I want to recover the debt once and for all.
Oh,
You get that? So that was what pushed me and made me act so silly and funny. Oh, this is beautiful. Your eyes go pee. No. Okay.
Are you done?
No, but I'm done with
Hmm. Now,
with the track.
I'm going to keep this in the museum. In fact, this museum. So now we've spoken about your biggest loss. How about your biggest win?
My biggest win on a single trade so far was around 50K. I think 56K BTC.
How many positions?
Just on a single position. It was BTC. And on that broker, it is very volatile. Ego FX.
Ego.
Yes. BTC is very volatile on Ego FX. So it was around 56K in 2020. Yes, 2020. So that was my biggest.
How did you feel? Were you like,
I was excited. I wouldn't lie. I was even in Abuja then. I wasn't even around because then I was staying majorly in Ife, but I was in Abuja. So when it was reading, yeah, it was BTC majorly.
okay? So do you scalp? Do you day trade? Do you swing trade? And if you do, because I personally I do all of them. I do all. Yes, I do all because sometimes
About trade.
I see trades on 5 minutes. I'll take it because there was a EURGP JPY trade. The trade was actually on 5 minutes. That was where I picked the entry from. But the TP was hit while we were coming. So like it stayed for like hours. Yeah. So most times, where there was a 4 hour trade I entered, it should be last week or this week, GBCHF is open and close assembly. Like just like I think 4 hour candles, a buy position.
Right.
So I do all. So do you do all?
It says scalping. I do every other thing intraday. Just like I explained earlier, let's say I'm already bullish like 3 weeks ago. I keep selling to the relative demand that will activate that trade. Monthly participants, monthly zone. Weekly participants, weekly zone. Daily participants, daily zone. So that's literally how I trade.
The greatest traders are not born, they are funded. Becoming a great trader doesn't just require skill, it also requires opportunity and funding. Imagine having the skill but not the capital to trade. But what if this is about to change? You can stop depending on small trading capital. Introducing Gold Funded Trader, we provide the funding and you bring the talent. Trade with our capital of up to 6 figures, prove your strategies, and do what you do best, trading. From aspiring traders to seasoned pros, our program is designed for just one thing, your growth. You trade, we fund, and you can keep up to 95% of the profits. You can join a global community of traders turning their passion into profits by clicking the link in the description or caption below. Any major
Artist can.
it's just a cleaning still take his wife or something
Okay.
else. You can jump and you can get.
Hey, you're not turning that snap.
I was asking you just if you want my
They are laughing at the paper.
you saw what to do, Abby. Aye.
Oh, Jesus. Have mercy on us.
That's it as if don't pay. Don't pay at all.
You see yourself, you will cry. That is this me?
Your own is fine. I'm trying my best. My best. And my best will be enough. Your best is not enough.
If you say so.
I don't have question again. Question asking HD. This then the show is shooting the show is up.
Me, I'm still mapping out. You don't get. Professionals don't do like you're doing. Professionals map out first the different color texture in the whole thing. So, mark for. Don't break.
I'm mapping out too. That's why it's my says mapping out. I'm mapping out too. That. With your 5 years trading experience, have you ever, for forex trading in general, you have different stocks we trade. There's crypto, there's indices, there's a currency pairs, there's stocks, there's other stuffs. Like which have you like worked on? Aside from you just mentioned BTC, so probably you have traded crypto,
Yeah, definitely.
then forex. So
I
have you
trade crypto, I trade forex. I used to trade synthetic indices. In fact, that was what got me my first car. But I stopped. Yeah, well, it's 75 and the likes. But I stopped trading that.
any reason behind it? Right? Why you just suddenly stop? What's giving money to buy?
Because the approach I was using them on it was no longer working. That was in 2019, 2020. But I've not tried my concept on it though, HORC. I've not tried it on it. So
It's actually important to try that stuff because they've don't
work well on it. You said?
they don't save their data.
Yeah, like it.
Yes, and you can't go to the 1 minute time frame and probably use a replay tool. I tried it now. I tried it when I was learning the concept. I tried to use it on, but I could not use it to see.
You can actually use 1 hour instead of 1 minute.
Okay, instead of using.
You did not finish your class. You're a runaway student. That's why you did not know that you can use 1 hour instead of 1 minute
To get
your orange. Yeah.
why are you not selling them now?
Of course. Isn't it obvious?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Any okay. Like
Hey, Jesus. What am I doing? What am I doing?
yeah, I'm not even put neck. I have put.
Oh, movie. You want to see horror?
Ah, God.
Okay, God, I beg. All right. Now let me give it to you odds. As it should be.
Do you do SL or TP? Or you have this? How do you manage your risk? Sorry, let's take it that way. How do you manage your risks?
Based on how I trade, my target is my bias. So I know my target because that's even the reason why I'm buying or selling. Like I said earlier, I would have become bullish a long time ago and keep selling. So we're bullish to a certain point and keep selling to demand. So by the time I'm taking that buy trade, I'm taking it to that point where I've been bullish around since. But even with knowing my targets at mind, I still ensure that I take some money off the table, or I have different positions, right? So I have different positions where some I take full profits on, while some I leave them for the swing trade. if it is a French trade. So yes.
Let's show we are doing to the camera.
No, we cannot show it.
You said that we'll be showing it at intervals. That's
No, we will.
what you said.
I will show it later, but not now. All I'm doing now is just coloring. I've not mapped out your eye.
I've seen the eye is white.
No, I read that is we call it Odreje.
In Yoruba.
Yeah.
Do you have what are your future plans for your forex trading career?
I'm a full-time trader, as you can see right there. I tend to do this for as long as
You don't plan to
I
retire?
can. From trading,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. But let's see how the world evolves.
That's not
Technology evolving, politics.
Yes, because our first guest said if you retire and go into politics. So I thought probably okay. So out of the blues, politics how?
Oh, well, politics is nice. I might consider that. But for now, I think I'm in for the long game. Right? I'm in for the long game. Hey, Jesus. Jesus, have your way. Betty, I will have to apologize in advance.
We will see. We judge. 100%.
Do not judge.
We judge.
You should have brought pencil. I only know how to use pencil.
This is
If you had brought pencil, I would have
the kids.
sketched out and just the painting.
I thought it would come pencil. When I said that there was no pencil, I was like, this is very terrible.
Exactly. So, I don't know. Should have brought pencil. This is terrible. Okay. Well, it is.
I said we were sketching and mapping out. Now, what happened to the What happened to mapping out?
No, not like I won't still win.
So you said you're not all about winning. Why?
I'll still win. Hope this is not shaky though. It's just that it is what it is.
So we're going to have 2 sets of judges. You guys, then audience. This thing they can put this in a museum now. Masterpiece.
In hearing.
Oh.
Don't even look at yourself. God, what it is. What exactly is? What have I done to myself?
It's going out. See, you need to see his own. I'm being serious. Be honest.
Are you done?
I learned how to. Wait, I don't mind how questions are we defending. Okay, yes. So I want to tell the story of how I met MD. I was on Twitter peacefully, and I saw that someone was always liking my post.
Liking your post?
Yeah. So was
I?
I was like, who is just doing me?
Were you not following me? I was following you.
And I know. I don't think they're following each other safe. I don't know. And I'm like, okay.
You know, you guys were the dollar before I came around.
I'm not panicking. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just floating on space on Twitter. I'm not trying to do it yet. I don't have kind of $1 billion yet. So then I went to his profile. I was like, this is a new trader. I've never seen that profile before. I've never seen that profile before. So I think what happened? I started hearing stories. But like when your attention is shifted to something, as in you start is like subconsciously. You start seeing things, hearing things related to that particular stuff. So I started hearing stories. Guy is a dick trader. The guy is a dick trader. So I'm like, okay. That was how I think I followed him. Then I got to learn about his concepts, HORC, HORC, Hendray's opening range concepts. Very, very different from your normal order block, breaker block, structural liquidity, ranges, and stuff. When you check his chart, you will see D plus, S plus. It's just like physics. You see D plus.
Majority buyers and sellers.
Yes, you see D plus, D minus, S plus, S minus, W minus, W plus, and M plus and M minus. So that's what you see on this chart usually. You won't see anything like probably premium and discounts and stuff. You won't see those.
Premium is relative, discount is relative.
In what sense?
If you really can sell a premium, or a discount, you probably will have such person probably have crazy high win rate. It is relative. What you call premium on a certain time frame is very discount on another time frame, and vice versa. You don't know how high price is for you to call it premium, or how low price is for you to call it discount. And that's one major mistake people make. We hear terms like, oh, it has sold too much.
Over.
I will be looking for buy.
Yes.
Like, literally because price has been selling for 1 week, instead of following that same direction, basically, someone will be like, no, I want to look for buy. It needs to reverse, and they try catching the bottom, and not without actually having the understanding of when the bottom. So premium is relative in the sense that it depends on the participants that are, according to how I know the market, depends on the participants that are involved. If we have monthly participants and we have monthly demand to activate such trade, if we have it as, say, 500 pips below, price will keep selling till that 500 pips. Okay? So it is very important to understand that. Make sure I will not borrow your whites.
But you have to clean your purse so you still don't contaminate you.
Doing this, I don't know.
I don't know why it's in.
Okay.
This is beautiful. It's so beautiful. Kai. Hey,
You think so?
everybody thinks so. They just don't want to say it. Amicable. Amicable guess. What's your advice to beginner traders like me? I'm a beginner now.
You? Are you a beginner?
I'm a beginner.
Alright, for beginners, I would say that to make your journey short, it is better you start by making research on how the market really works, so that you won't have to be studying garbage at the early stage, and that could really frustrate you into quitting early. So start by researching on how does the market work. So this will help you, even if you don't have a mentor, if you want to learn on your own, that will help you to quickly get things right, because you will now be able to know that, okay, this concept that I come across, does it align with what I've studied about the market so far? If not, you'll be able to easily dump that and focus on the ones that really matter. So for beginners, please ensure you make research first about how the market works, and then from there you can start your journey. And I wish you all the best.
How about people that want to learn your own concept? Because I don't think if you are dull, I don't think you can learn his concepts. It's because you need your brain. Like in your brain is even me that is more dull. I know what I face. I know. It's not something like I can actually explain with my mouth.
I don't think it was that serious. I think you were just not that serious.
You cause this man. I studied day and night.
You do it?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I
You never really ask questions, so how would I
because I don't want to disturb.
imagine? So how are you not sure of what you are learning if you are not asking your mentor?
And the funny thing is that I can teach you the concepts and you are going to understand perfectly. Anybody, yes, you. I can teach anybody this concept. There's one thing. That's why you see that sometimes a mentor can teach, but he cannot trade. Because there's a difference between probably watching a course, understanding the course, then teaching to somebody else. And there's a difference between applying that stuff in trading. Trading, for you to place a trade, you have to make so many decisions before you actually place that trade. So right now, if somebody asks me, can you teach Hendra's concept? I can teach it, but I cannot apply it. That's just the problem. So I don't think it will be very difficult to learn actually. I can teach them. If I won't teach you again. That opening range is this. You can just imagine, okay, somebody asks what is a sell cycle or what is sell OR is. I can explain to the person perfectly. Divergence, I can explain perfectly to the person because I wonder. But the problem is applying it, like actually looking for a trade and risking your money on it. I think I made a tweet that it is very, very easy to mark, use your buy and sell tool after probably you're using replay tool mode. You have seen the price action, or he will now put your buy and sell today. It's very, very easy to do that than seeing the price action before market plays out and actually risking money on it. There's a big difference between both of them. So we're not talking about paper traders. Everyone that used to use them with the come and flex on the TL. These are real trades. So it's very, very difficult. Yes. It cannot are difficult. There's a difference between learning something and applying its trading. Yes.
That's real.
There's a big difference. So I would have been a millionaire since now. It is this concept, billionaire with this concept. I would have made my hair like this now. But this is billionaire lecture hair. Yeah, I would have been, living lifestyle like him, but it's just not a one day's job. Because we will make it in life. Now the next question is you trade props. Yes, you trade props because there was a time that he was doing this challenge series.
Tutor.
Is it still on?
Yeah, it's still on, but I paused it for a while. We'll continue next year.
Next year. Okay, so if you want to, it's on his YouTube channel. You can go through his videos. You see it. Do you remember the caption for the video?
It is actually a playlist as well. Problem.
Okay.
Problem series.
Then your YouTube
Hendray.
Just Henry.
Yeah, my name.
I'll probably pin it or write it on the screen so that you can check out his concepts. So would you advise, because this is actually like a concept for debate, I should say, do you advise beginners to trade problems?
Okay. Well, anything that involves risking your money, no matter how little, I think is good for beginners. The only thing I would advise beginners against will be demo trading for too long. So, problem, yes, beginners can start trying out profile, but they should ensure that they are buying accounts within the range of their psychology, because we have what we call psychology scaling.
Yeah.
So what is psychology scaling? Psychology scaling is basically getting to trade based on the psychology scaling is basically getting to trade account sizes that relate with how far you have grown, basically. So what do I mean by that? For example, for someone that still sees $1,000, like $1,000 value, even though maybe you buy the account with $500, but you know that if you see anything like $1,000 loss, you know that you start doing what is not right. So such person needs to know that, okay, I need to buy an account whereby my risk will be within $200 that my psychology can take, and I won't have a behavior outside my trading plan. So majorly it is all about how well you have grown. For example, personally, I have grown, but at the same time, I've not grown to a stage of risking, say, $50,000
But
on a trade. I've not grown to that, right? So that is very, very important. So I
wow, take
traders.
a whole lot of experience and 50K on one trade.
So that is very important to know. So yes, so it's all about how well you have grown as a trader, and also getting to risk what your psychology can take at the moment. So if your threshold of loss that you can see and you will still be fine is $700. So that means you want to trade within an account that you won't risk more than $500 per trade, $300 per trade, and the lights are done. So yeah. So I think that is one major thing to note when it comes to risk.
Okay, do you advise beginner traders to compound or withdraw that thought it? You know, compounding is when you don't withdraw. You just keep increasing the risk.
I get you.
Yes.
When it comes to reality of trading, the reality of trading, all right, you touch the reality of trading only when you are making money. That's when you touch the reality of trading, when you make money. For some people, it's not even be when they pass their first prop account. That's where they tend to truly believe in that particular thing that they are trading, in trading itself. That's where they tend to truly believe that, okay, this thing is real. So for beginners, it is important for them to withdraw, because that's what's like telling them that, okay, this thing is real. So when you withdraw and the money actually land in your bank account or in your crypto wallet, I'll be like, okay, so this thing, people are truly making money from it. So it is all about getting the reality of trading first. So based on getting to understand the reality of trading, the beginner should make multiple withdrawals, as that is what gets their confidence, right,
Yes.
in check towards trading. So yes, the answer is that they should withdraw their money. Okay, they should withdraw their money as they are making it, so that they can get a get to see the reality of trading. I hope that makes sense.
Sorry, it makes a lot of sense. We listen.
Ah, I'm so good. Damn. What you say?
Can we show it to them now?
Calm down now.
I've come. Why you hiding it?
Hiding what? I'm not hiding anything.
Are we showing the big sharp picture? Is it very clear?
Yeah.
It's very okay. So show it to your camera.
Okay, that. Yeah.
So
This is what the drop.
let me increase the brightness.
You guys can see that. And see the heart rate. How is it will be here?
Are we to reveal it yet?
Yeah, that is. Oh my. I will take the size so that you can compare and see the beauty. You know why? No, man. What be this? Wait be this one.
I got the skin tone,
Whiskey.
the lip color, the hair, the in the whippy.
Oh, look at this. No, look at this.
Show it today. They have seen a lot of you. What is it?
See now. You guys see. Just see. See. See what I'm to draw. See exactly the same thing. The opposite. Everything to be
That.
the best. I did draw.
The time is actually the sorry card that that's for your chin. Sign it, take.
I will sign it now. See what you draw. Compare this to this BC.
Joseph is floating.
Alright. Well, we sign, we don't do. Yeah. Perfect.
They're going to take us photo. We didn't thank God your name is already inside. Somebody should come and take us photos, please. We need some photos. Okay, so now it's time to present gift to our guests. Although it's a very small token, you know, people of this caliber, I was about to give them a Rolex or these bling watches.
Oh, boy.
Bling. But we have a little token now we want to present to him. We want to present to him, including the audience. So this is it. It's a little token from us beyond the chat. If you can come and take us photos, please, where we are holding this thing like this.
Okay. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Beyond the Chat School. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Beyond the Chat Crew. I don't know what is there, but I know that it is nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Oh, let me take a guess. A pair of shoes.
If it not be this heavy now.
Okay, either way.
I don't know.
I'll open it later. I don't want to show you guys. All right, so thank you.
So I got this thing in. No,
There's another one.
yes, it's a thank you card in here, and you can actually place the box inside. So I got this because the favorite color is gray and black.
Okay.
Gray. See, I'm very very attentive. Abi?
So where is the gray? Where is the black?
In the gray, in the black.
Okay, thank you.
So probably you can put it inside or stuff. I don't know.
All right, thank you, and thank you for coming to our studio.
Namaste. And now we have come to the end of the podcast, do well to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube, to this YouTube channel.
Yeah. You guys should subscribe.
Tell them. I want you to tell them they should subscribe. This is what I will use as the thumbnail. This thing. In fact, come at map him when he's holding like this.
That's it. That's not.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you, Betty, for having me. I remain Andre, and of course, I have a channel as well. Andre, that's the name, HENDRAY. Do it to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on all other social platforms. And I will see you guys on the probabilities.
So, guys, we have come to the end of this podcast. Do well to subscribe, like, and share this video. And we're expecting to see you for the next episode. Bye.